Good morning, students. Yesterday we have done the revision exercise of that first chapter that is natural numbers and whole numbers. Hope all of you have done those questions. And I'll be sending the answers of those. You can match if you have any doubt with that. Right? Now, your first chapter is natural numbers and whole numbers. Under that, your first topic, that is Roman numerals, we are going to do that today. And I have sent the Roman numerals rules also, how to write the Roman numerals. If you have seen those rules, that is very much fine. If you have not done, please look into those rules first, and otherwise we are discussing the rules now also. Now, first of all, what are Roman numerals? You might have seen the Roman numerals in your clock sometimes. And one thing, you used to write your name of the class, like your class is 6th. This way only you used to write na. So you all are known about these numbers little bit, right? So this is the Roman numeral for your class 6. So let us start from the starting. Roman numerals. There are few symbols of Romans which they used to write to frame the numbers. Numbers were, actually these are the symbols. For 1 they used to write I, that is 1. They used to write then V after that, that is for 5. Then they used to write X, that is for 10. Then they had L for, of course, 50. Then C, D, M. These are the symbols. C is for, like C, century. Century is for 100. Then D is for 500 and M is for 1000. These are Roman symbols which they used to frame the numbers. Now we will be discussing here how to frame a simple Hindu Arabic. Hindu Arabic numbers means the numbers which we used to write. How to write Hindu Arabic numbers into Roman numbers and Roman numbers into Hindu Arabic system. So these are the few symbols which we will be using to frame the numbers. And to frame the numbers, first of all, let us discuss all the rules to frame the Roman numbers. First rule was, if you have read those rules, first rule was, if you are going to repeat any number, means that means is for addition. Means if you are going to write I, means 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. If you are going to write X, means 10 plus 10 plus 10, that is for 30. And after that, your second rule means you can't repeat a symbol of Romans more than 3 times. This is your second rule. Means if you are going to write 40, so you can't write X. That is wrong. Right? So your second rule is, means you can't repeat a symbol more than 3 times. And with that, there is one restriction also, that V, L and D cannot be repeated. Right? This is your second law. V, L, D can't be repeated. Then your third law. It was, if a smaller number is written, smaller number like I, is written to the right side of a bigger number. Like if I have written VI or XI, That means the smaller number is added to the bigger number. Means 5 plus 1. That is 6. Here it's 10 and 1. Means 10 plus 1 means 11. If you will write here I means that will become 7. If you will add one more I in this will become 12. Right? Then your next is if a smaller number is written to the left, means ix. If the smaller number is written to the left side of the bigger number, means this means is subtraction. Means the smaller number will be subtracted from the bigger number. Means 10 minus 1, that is 9. Right? Then your fifth rule. V, L, D are never subtracted. V, L and D are never subtracted. This is your fifth rule. Means if you have to write 15, suppose 15, so you can't write 20 minus 5. If you will write like 20 minus 5, it will be 5 subtract. You have to subtract, means you will be writing first, and for 20 you will be writing XX. That is totally wrong. Right? So how to write 15? 15 you will write this way only. 10 plus 5 means X and V. This is correct. Okay?